Just a quick pursuit of the truth. I just want to show you how journalists are. Well, it appears that they back the side of the government, no matter how dodgy it may appear. This is Sky News again. Now, I think it was yesterday that Porton Down, or it might have been previously to this, it was when I heard about it, that Porton Down released their findings. And I don't know if they are the OPCW, the independent people who check these things, but I think they are affiliated with that. So they claim that, it was a nerve agent and it was Novichok, but they can't pinpoint that it was made in Russia. I guess because they're sensible, you can't tell, is it? It's like a BMW car. You can make them in England, you can make them in France, you can make them in Germany. They are German cars, but they can be made anywhere. That seems to escape, journalists. But it always makes you wonder how journalists, why they grasp on to facts that aren't facts. Why they don't just report what they know rather than conjecture. And here's a perfect example, because Porton Down, they say that they can't pinpoint Russia. Obviously, Theresa May said, no, there's lots of different evidence, as I previously mentioned. And now on this news report, and also the Foreign Office, Boris Johnson, he already claimed, he always pinpointed Putin very early on in the investigation, before they even got to Porton Down. But he claimed that Porton Down, someone told him that, it was from Russia. There was a tweet that was put up saying that, and now that tweet has been removed. And the reason they said it's been removed is because it was misleading. I think was the word they used. Misleading. It's great how they can redefine the English language and how they use it. What they mean is it was a lie, misleading, or misrepresentative, or whatever the word they use to cover their backs. So now on Sky News, this reporter is trying to defend the government, and she says that, is it now time that the government brings out other, there are other evidence to prove that it was Russia? Wait a minute. It's like putting in your mind that, there is this other evidence. How does she know there's this other evidence? Why is she even talking about that? The fact we should be talking about is why the government has actually lied to us. Boris Johnson, a member of Parliament, the Foreign Secretary, has lied to us. He said that Porton Down said it was from Russia, whereas Porton Down themselves said they can't say that. That's a lie. The Foreign Office tweeted that it was from Russia, and that's been removed. That is a lie. We are being lied to, and now let's see how the media are going to smooth it over for the government, even though Sky News is meant to be an independent organisation. It's not like it's the BBC that has a government hand in it.
Deleted that tweet where they said that Porton Down, the scientist looking into the nerve agent, said conclusively it had come from Russia. The Porton Down bosses spoke to Sky News, backtracking on that. So the Foreign Office deleted that tweet. Do you think there is now a call for the Prime Minister or the Foreign Secretary to come out and talk about the other evidence they have that supports the claim that nerve agent came from Russia?
Absolutely, Sergio, and I agree with that. And I picked the front page of the Times, UK locates source of Salisbury nerve agent. I think the problem we're seeing at the moment, the Prime Minister is on her annual leave. She's walking around in Wales.
In circles?
No, she's actually on her walk.
You see that though, yeah? So the pictures there, even the Times newspaper has got UK locates source of Salisbury nerve agent. No one's reporting the fact that we've been lied to, is it? I'm just wondering if BBC News is covering this as well. See how they're covering it. The thing is, because I rewound it back a little bit, I'm not getting the live version. I just wanted to prove that how they have the same stories on different channels. There was a good, I think it was on the Sheeps and Neeps, on one of his playlists. Like a must-see playlist, and it actually details this. It was an American, and it shows that because apparently in America the news agencies are owned by only five companies. And I don't know in the UK how many that own that, but there's just five companies, like Disney, Fox. I don't know who the others are. CNN. I don't know who the others are, but they run all the organisations, and they were playing the news, and it's like a comedy video, and it's got all the same sentences that they all used. But it just doesn't. The thing is, it just goes to show how the news will back up the government. And I don't know why this is. Is this something that has to be done? Is there someone, I know that there was that famous speech about, when it was McCarthy, or I don't know who it was that interviewed someone about, do you have CIA members in the news organisation? He wouldn't answer. But it just seems a bit weird why she would say, we have seen that the Foreign Secretary and the Foreign Office has lied to us, and her response is, do you think now it's time for them to release more information proving that it's Russia? So it's almost, what it's doing is it's cleverly negating the lie. It's pretending that the lie doesn't exist, and it's suggesting that, this is just a mistake, but there's loads of evidence out there that they can present to us, secret evidence that she seems to know about, that they can present to us that proves that Russia did it. So don't worry, don't concern yourself about what Boris Johnson's done. He's a fool. Yeah, we all know he has that character as it is. Don't concern yourself with what the Foreign Secretary, the Foreign Office tweeting a lie. Forget about all that. It is still Russia, even though Porton Down says they can't even pinpoint it's Russia, and they are an independent, I believe they are partly independent organisation to try and test this, even though they can't even say it, and only the government has been able to say it, and we don't know how the government came up with that agenda, how they know that suddenly it is the case. Because they've got lots of other information. Well, I bet they have now, haven't they? Oh, look, here's an example of the same story. I think, are they talking about cars? That's actually about. Okay, so that's all I just wanted to say. I just wanted to show you again how a media manipulation of the narrative that we live within. Okay, take care, take it easy. God bless and peace.